And everyone says they love democracy so much, and how about you prove it? Today I'm starting a brand new world, and chat is going to get to decide exactly what happens. There is going to be a very structured way of doing this, but I figured how could I start a brand new democratic world without having democracy about exactly what seed we're going to use? Anything I type into here will change my world drastically, and so what if we ask chat what they think the world seed should be? Indeed, this is how we're going to do our seed, but then after that, every 5 minutes there is going to be a vote, and it's going to take some of the most popular ideas from chat and put them up against each other, and because I am an honest politician, I'm going to tell you I am actively corrupt and accepting bribes also, because if you tip $10, that counts as lobbying, and so that means your choice will automatically be included in the next vote. It's going to be a lot of fun, and Cupcake says I should use the seed Cupcake. I wonder how they came up with that one. This is Cupcake. These are my coordinates and days played on. Let's start a brand new world, but let's do it democratically. Yeah, does that sound good? That sounds like great fun. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to have a timer to help keep us easy and on track about how often we are doing the decisions. And yeah, I'll also be wearing a suit so that you all know that I am the snazziest of internet cats here. But yeah, now we start the timer. It didn't start with my 6 number key anymore. And where does it go? There it goes. Hello, I'm Abyex, Toy Cat, and my goal is, the reason I turned on the Drop to 2025, I want to get a happy ghast at some point. That's my own personal goal, but obviously, it's the internet who decides what we actually do. So, yeah, also, Toy Cat's died and turned into a ghost, you can tell because he's slightly transparent. Indeed, you could say wearing a green hoodie on a green screen, not a good idea. I would say, on the other hand, nah, best idea. Green is the most common color in Minecraft, and how could I not wear it? So what we're going to do is we're going to break ourselves some melons to use for food. And right now, chat, if you want to help with the next decision, make sure to leave it in the chat right now. If you have an idea for what we should do next, drop it in the chat, and the 2 best ideas, we will fight against each other. It'll be a lot of fun. In fact, actually, let's do one nice and early. We've got really early decision about where to go. Whenever you pick up a brand new Minecraft seed, you really quickly see, like, okay, we have to make a decision about, like, savanna or desert or indeed jungle. We get 3 different biomes in 3 different directions. I guess ocean is an option too. And so, yeah, we're actually going to go and allow chat to pick which of those 4 directions we go for as our very first poll while we wait for people's decision, because, you know, we haven't really got enough going on while we wait for a decision about our actual first decision. So I'm going to make myself a wooden pickaxe, just so I can beat this cow to death. Now that, you know, now having, you know, leather is more important than ever before. And, yeah, also, what about old religions? Can I praise the Greek gods in chat? You know, it's weird. There's gotta be people out there who are still deeply, you know, like, pro, you know, Zeus, right? Who are like, yeah, Zeus is my one true man. And if there's not, then I think that's a shame. But yeah, also desert, get a cactus flower. I do love cactus flowers. I think they're such a cool little block to have access to. Also, full set of wooden tools. Naz Topaz, I've never heard such a poor idea before. But yeah, I find a goat and hear it scream in-game. Forget a village, camels are the goal, says Arabian Crescent. You know, camels are a lot easier to find now. That I could find them over there in the desert. That's a pretty cool idea you have. So speaking of cool ideas, I actually, wow, there's a savannah village right here. I hope this doesn't, well, actually, I hope this does impact the vote. I hope that you seriously consider that camels are cool, but savannah biomes have villages too. Also, wow, look at this. This is a cool cave. I could immediately get myself some iron. I've got food covered. So if I just go down there, pick up some iron, I'd be in a real good position, I think. So I'm going to make myself a stone axe in the meantime. So jungle, okay, weirdly, people stopped voting for desert and switched to jungle when they found out the savannah biome was good. I'm not sure I understand how, the polls aren't looking good right now. I'm going to be honest with you. The polls are looking exactly the opposite of good. But let's hope that that changes. So let's mine with our stone pickaxe and okay. There's a lot of zombies coming this way. So yeah, according to, okay, so looking at the polls so far, village is very slightly winning out over desert, but it's anyone's game as the last few seconds of the poll come in here. Who is going to be the winner? Only you can decide. I mean, actually, technically I can decide if I want to. But yeah, also happy 40th, Angela. Hey, happy 40th birthday! That is a very exciting milestone. Oh wait, I'll sing it to you in Dutch. Happy birthday, yep, birthday. I'm doing a Dutch accent, so it counts. So it seems as though, bizarrely enough, Village was winning for a little while there. We were going to go and check out this village. However, Jungle is looking like the clear favorite. And so our first democratic decision is going to be to go to the jungle biome. Why do I don't understand you, chat, but I do, as your leader, promise to, you know, like any good leader, I'm gonna pretend that what you're saying is a good idea, as I definitely internally scream and go, how is this possibly a good idea? Because we're going to the jungle biome. So Stone Ocean Art is justifying it by saying, well, the jungle has parrots. End of discussion. Well, I guess we'd better go tame some parrots. Let's pick up some seeds along the way. Well, it's nice and easy to pick up seeds, thanks to all this clutter. And that will be more than good. Also, woo, pet an ocelot. Maybe, you know, I guess we could at this point. So, jungle is hard to go through. That's why we voted for it. Oh, okay, I like your thinking. So now if you want to make your, chat, if you have any good ideas what we should do next, 5 minutes is about to happen, which means we're going to have a new voting period. So we'll take the 2 best ideas from chat, we'll put them up against each other, and we'll see, again, alongside any other ideas that appear. Again, I'm openly corrupt. I'm not one of those secretly corrupt politicians that pretends the money doesn't affect them. I am openly conceding how it works. But yeah, we're going to go deep in the jungle, and Royal Pig says I should find a jungle temple. I don't think you can really vote on me finding a jungle temple. I feel like I'm going to find it, or I'm not going to find it. I'm gonna be honest with you, but also, oh no, it was a bad idea. That's the fun in it, says Richard. Well, at least you're conceding, you know, at least we're conceding that democracy is good this early on in the game. But yeah, the 2 ideas that I've seen so far are to get ourselves a panda and to give a parrot fatal poison. Do we have any better ideas than that? I would love to hear if we do. Also, yeah, as you can see, there's no jungle temple, and we have made our way decently through this biome so far. I'll go to the very top just in case. Also, tame a wolf. Oh, that's a fun idea too. We actually could easily tame a wolf. So, yeah, I feel like wolf or kill a parrot, chat. Kill a wolf or tame a parrot. No, wait. Kill a parrot or tame a wolf. Only you can decide. They both involve bones, so I guess we can get the bones going. And I guess there's no reason to be up here. I guess I get a decent view of the surrounding area. It's not that good of an area. It's, you know, it's the sort of place you'd be locking your doors, you know, hiding your children and all that. But I have found myself a parrot, so, yeah, you now get to decide, chat. What are we doing? Are we getting ourselves a companion? A friend for the journey, or are we taking someone out of the journey because they don't deserve to be in it anymore? I'm going to go get myself bones because they'll be needed either way, either to get myself wheat or to get myself a dog. You know, one of those things is more useful than the other. I'm just gonna drop that piece of information right now, in case it isn't obvious. But yeah, if you ever need bones really easily, pro tip: Bedrock fish are great for that. Parrots love cookies. Yeah, parrots love cookies. I actually learned this from my favorite game, Minecraft. And now I feed parrots to all the cookies I see in the real world. No, wait. I feed cookies to all the parrots I see in the real world. And, yeah, it hasn't gone wrong for me yet. They're other people's birds, and everyone seems to stop talking to me, which is a sign I've impressed them so much. So right now, we're sitting at 60-40. Again, it's like having opinion polls. But instead of opinion polls, it's literally how people have voted so far. And thankfully, people are voting to give me a new companion to come along this journey with me for, which is just great. I love that. So, yeah, I really just want to get myself a second bone. I think 1 is not enough for a wolf. I think we are being very optimistic if we assume 1 is enough. And so let's get more than 1. Or let's just continually kill salmon and get not that much in exchange. There's 2 more salmon. One of them will drop bones. I'm going to positively manifest, chat. At least one of these salmon will drop a bone. Yeah, positive manifestation. Coming in clutch again. And now we just have to find a wolf. So wolves spawn in a lot of biomes, but notably they spawn in the jungles. Although actually, okay, the polls aren't finished yet. Taming a wolf is coming down in the percentages here. Hide from civilization and start eating dirt. I feel like dirt must have nutrients in. Like, if dirt is good enough for our food to eat, why are we not eating it ourselves? Chat, have you ever considered that that's a good idea? Also, Toy Cat is insane enough to consider feeding parrots to cookies to see what happens. You can do anything if you believe in yourself, and that includes feeding parrots to cookies. So yeah, we have decided we'll be taming a wolf, chat, which means we just need to find a wolf, which it should be easy. It's like a jungle biome right here. If we don't find a wolf in the next, you know, like 6 minutes or so, we might run into some problems. You know, what happens if I fail a democracy? You know, what's there? I feel like there needs to be some punishment for that. You know, you can't have leaders being elected on false promises. You all believed in the wolf, and so I need to believe in you. But oh, we got a panda. That's exciting. That's cute. But we don't have any sign of a wolf. Whoa. Oh, there's the opposite of a wolf. Can you really get both ocelots and wolves in jungles? Am I just crazy for thinking? Also, you get overthrown. Yeah, you know, I think getting overthrown is the least of my concerns, as the sun is falling and I have no wolves. But you know, that is a big concern. Yeah, what happens, chat? Besides, how do you overthrow me? Am I not a supreme dictator for life? Weirdly, I think I would have had a better time. You know, let's tame a parrot. That'll be half the battle, right? I love the red and blue ones. They're very cute. I saw a parrot in real life once, and I think it brought me a lot of joy, internet. But I have to say, a complete lack of any wolves, which means as nighttime comes, we don't get to make a decent decision on that. So, here's the deal. Now that it's nighttime and we can't find a wolf until tomorrow, we could go to sleep, or because there's a village over there, right? So that would help me sleep. That's got to be the nearest village to here. Or I could... Yeah, I guess there's an interesting question. Should we go to the village and sleep that way? Or should we instead kill some sheep? Also, we got some more bones appearing in the wild. You love to see it. I guess the village is the logical move either way. I think it has to be. It said, okay, I'm basically dead. Doesn't take a lot. Let's go to the village. Let's find a wolf on the way there. Also, if you teach parrots to say parrot, you can have a real-life Pokemon. No, Jozo S, you're missing the way easier way. You have a child, and you don't teach them anything in the English language besides human. Just you and your wife just continuously say to each other, human, 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 human. That's the real way. Because, you know, there's an argument, like, is a parrot really called a parrot? I guess, actually, if you think about it, the easier way... Because presumably the Pokemon weren't... Like, Pikachu doesn't say Pikachu because he's called Pikachu. He's called Pikachu because he says Pikachu. So presumably, all you have to do is name an animal the sound that it makes. So if you get a dog, name him Wah! Or Woof. You know, to be simpler, I guess. Also, Desert Temple time. Wow. That's not a Pokemon, that's a caveman. I mean, I'm surprised there's not a human-based Pokemon yet. Are they worried about what they'll imply if they do that? You know, I guess like, can you own a human is a question that has been resolved long before Pokemon has their say on the scene. But by the way, we found a camel. Oh, wow, just like a leader. If the thing people voted for you is too hard to do, just don't do it and do what you want to do. Exactly, Ad and Sonny. I've worked out democracy to a T. So right now, chat, you make a decision about where I go next. I can go back to the jungle, or I can go back to find a wolf. Or, second vote, well, actually, there's a pillager outpost in both directions of this village. So, pillager outpost, or wolf in the mesa, because mesa biomes definitely have wolves. So I'm going to give you a second chance, internet, to decide what I do next. Wolves in the mesa, or indeed, go to a pillager outpost. Only you can decide. Also, the first dog noise was spot on, says Hannah Joyce. Thank you. I know, I do have a lot of skills. Mostly in impersonating dogs. So, have your say, internet. You can do it today. Yeah, I get some hay for bread. You know, is my melon slices... Are my melon slices not doing the job? I would argue they're doing perfect. Also, how about pick that cactus flower? Are you saying that I should ignore my campaign promises and follow something that Dasher said earlier? You know, I could do that. So let's take these. Let's take all of these. I was worried I'd be running short on bones. The game is sending me a bit of a sign that I need to do that. And yeah, I mean, also at this point we've got TNT as an option. So I'm just saying, internet, we have some new abilities here. Also, yeah, tame a wolf. I do love wolves. Although not as much as I love the fact that I can now get a saddled mob. Also, internet, weirdly, see, this is proof of the unstableness of democracy. Chat by majority said I should tame a wolf, and then I give people the option, like, okay, how about we go to a villager outpost instead? And everyone's like, yeah, villager outpost! This is what I've always been in favor of. I don't remember voting for anything else. Also, find the cure to cancer in Minecraft, says Itiki. Now, that's a good idea. You know, next poll, we should definitely throw that in there. Also, Mesa is definitely the most common for wolves. It definitely feels the most common. I doubt it is, though, right? Also, should we tame the camel? Should we ride the camel over to the pillager outpost? That seems like a cool idea, right? Let's do it. It's a taming mobs kind of day, you know? So, saddle time. Yeah. Don't need no food when you got yourself a camel. So I'm going to try and jump across the villager houses. Hey. Working nicely. And, okay, then we're going to just climb down. Oh, he took damage from that? Terrible horse. Gotta say, my least favorite type of horse. Wish be nice whoever's making the polls. I'm sure they're doing their best under time pressure. I am sure they're doing their best under time pressure too, Chantal. I think I agree. We should all be very nice to the poll people. You know, like in a real democracy, even if you dislike the candidates, you should love the democratic people. You know, they're trying hard. They're showing up. It's more than you know, statistically, most people don't even show up to vote, let alone run the election. Also, let's go to a trial chamber, says Sandcraft. Oh, that you know, there's one of the fun options we can have available to us. I mean, with this many bones, it is actually quite easily doable. I mean, there is a funny problem that, like, I guess we'd have to get a map to a trial chamber, or you know, do something else, because otherwise, you know, you could see how that would very quickly fall apart. Okay, so cross the river, and we're good. Ooh, the camel has such moddy animations. Yeah, moddy is a funny, like, insult. I'm gonna start referring to people I don't like that way. But yeah, you're not wrong if you see it. Also, yeah, a raid should be in the next poll. You know, but getting a raid, I guess. Oh yeah, actually, okay, raid or trial chambers is a fun. So chat has decided by a narrow margin that fighting a pillager outpost is... Wait, what? Okay. Bad news, chat. The parrot is dead. The good news is you didn't vote for me to kill him, and so I didn't kill him. I think you'll find it was the cactus that did. And so just, you know, actually, who am I to let the cactus kill my carrot and not make it pay reparations? There we go. Let's get some feathers. Let's get a cactus flower. And let's make sure the cactus pays the death penalty before we jump back over here. So yeah, 53% of people say we should go to a villager outpost. I wish Bedrock had Java's difficulty lock feature. Yeah, honestly, I agree with that. I think though, you know, actually no, I was thinking like, yeah, was hardcore that important on Bedrock? And the answer was yeah, actually, people really wanted it. So I think people would really appreciate a difficulty lock. So I'm just going to go in here, take off the saddle, and now I don't need the camel anymore. So yeah, chat, does anyone have a high-octane alternative to the idea of pillager? Again, assuming we defeat this pillager raid. Should we fight a raid in our village, or should we try and get a trial chamber map? Those are two things that take, I would say, about 10 minutes to do each. Do you want to lock us in for the next task now? We could do it. We could do it. Honestly, I like more fluid animations of the mobs like the warden, the frog, and the camel. Oh, I don't have a shield. This isn't going to work at all without a shield. So let's eat some melon slices. You know, I can just lure them away. That does work, doesn't it? And then I'll get some more melons while I'm here anyway. Yeah, all I need to do is kill the raid captain. So that I think those are going to be the 2 options for our next poll. By the way, I totally wish that Bedrock had Java's difficulty lock. But I do wonder how many people care. Like, that's the notable thing that they're doing as they shift from Java to Bedrock, is like redesigning most things that people care about. And the sorts of things that no one questions, they're like, okay, so we just won't bother, and we'll hope no one notices. Oh, okay, I'm gonna get wrecked if I go in for this guy. Yeah, I'm getting beyond wrecked. So I need to get iron, chat. I need to get iron so I can make a shield, so I can live a good life. But easier said than done, right? So if I want iron, then actually, did I not find any iron in that trial chamber? Okay, so I've got an alternative option here. I've got a very wacky alternative option, but I think it's a good one. I'll make a lever, and then I'll grab my TNT here. You see where this is going, chat? I need to kill a pillager, but they're very, very strong mobs. So what do? Well, the logical thing, the reasonable, definitely logical alternative here, is to use the most violent method of death that I have available to me right now. Which is to, I would say freedom fighter. As the leader of your pillager outpost movement that you elected me to go on, internet. Look, I had to fight for y'all freedom. So I'll take my dog actually. You know, look at this. I'm living the centrist dreams. I've actually pleased both sides of the political spectrum of that vote. I am going to be a hero of a leader if I can just come in here and get this done. Actually, is the captain in the... See that? He's not. Those are just 3 guys. So yeah, we just have to find him, but I don't know where him is. Also, I don't know why pillager arrows hurt so much. But they really do. A little too much, if you ask me. So yeah, the pillager's just gone. Do I need to go get another one? I guess I can. Yeah, let's go under. So I've got more food here. I'm going to use the last of these that I have. Okay, so just break our way in. Okay, put that there. Oh, there we go. There's the guy. Okay, so now we just blow up this wall here, chat. And what should happen, what reasonably is going to happen, is the pillager dies. Wait, I need to get that. No! Okay, so that did not work as according to plan. Oh, no. Okay, so I'm just going to hang out back here. No! Okay. Okay, so here's the thing, internet. I have learned a great way to avoid death. But I'm not going to use it. I'm going to get out this. Oh, yes. Oh, no, no. Is my wolf going to get me my pillager milk that I desperately need? Oh, he might do. No. Wolf, please, kill the guy with the banner. That guy, he hurt me too. He hurt me a lot, I'll have you know. He does not know. Okay, you've got to make a shield before you go to a pillager outpost. It's like rule number 1. Pausing the game. Also, why'd you hit your wolf? It was a panic response. It wasn't a good panic response, but it was a panic response. I'm gonna go in there with some hay bales. Actually, you know, I'll just carrots will do the job perfectly fine. There's not gonna be any farmer villagers left after my raid anyway, right? So then we'll grab a bed. And I'll sleep in a nice middle ground location between here and there. And then I'll just make sure to get all of that stuff. So chat, the current poll on what we do next is saying we should fight a raid, but it's only by a little bit. If you think the raid is not the better idea, then you have to have your say now. Pillager milk. Yeah, so you gotta, if you kill the pillagers, they drop this pillager milk that when you drink it in front of villagers, it makes them mad. And so they call in pillagers to attack you. But the pillagers attack everyone because they haven't had their pillager milk in a while, and pillager milk makes you cool, or maybe it gets you high. I'm not familiar with the lore on it, but yeah, the wolf was Toycac's cactus. You know, the wolf did not deserve what the wolf got, but the wolf got it anyway. Okay, let's accept that is true. Let's also accept that we're gonna need to sleep on the way there, which is why it's great to have a bed. Great to sleep in a place. Also, raid is safer. I actually don't know that that's true. Specifically, if you read the two options, one of them is getting a map to a trial chamber. You know, we could get the map, and then chat could continuously decide we're not going to go do it, right? Also, only Toycat knows what Toycat will do. Respect the mystery that is the Toycat way of playing Minecraft. Exactly. Exactly. If you're not being kept on your toes, then are you even a human anymore? Or are you a weird pterodactyl? I guess even pterodactyls are on their toes. What animals aren't on their toes? Are you a snake? I don't think you want to be a snake. I mean, you could argue a snake is on its toes if you argue its entire body is toes. I would say it's the pillager's coffee. Does that mean that the pillagers are canonically lesbians? That's, you know, that would be a big reveal right there. Also, I love that you can see gold in this little water basin here. But yeah, I do what Toycat would do. I vote for Toycat milking pillagers. I'm gonna have to milk the pillagers either way because the pillager milk is useful for both. It's useful for a raid as well as for going to a trial chamber. The existence of illager milk implies the existence of illager nipples. I don't like this line of thought. Oh no, illagers definitely have nipples, right? Because there's so many of them. Actually, wait, I guess villagers don't have. You know, okay, we're gonna have to study. We're gonna have to find out. There's only one way to know for sure, and I don't like it. But you know, if someone has to do the science, I'll help. So I need to just get back in there where my death is, and then okay, that guy over there needs to die. He's locked in a cage for some reason. That makes him an easy target, in theory. Maybe not in practice. I'm gonna have to eat one of these golden apples to stay alive at this point. Oh, yes I am. Yes I am. Yes I am. Yes. No, 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 no. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. It's not okay. I don't consent. Don't consent. Okay. So I'm gonna have to eat this real quick. We are talking... There we go. That quickly. Then we're gonna have to quickly grab our axe. And we left our TNT on the ground. Absolutely essential. By the way, Flink! Thanks for becoming the 408th channel member. Okay, I see the TNT on the ground there. And then this guy should be really easy to kill. We literally just have to do one of these. Drop a second TNT around it. Oh, no, no! Okay, the good news is this death should have contributed. Hopefully, there is now some pillager milk on the ground. I think I just did the thing that makes them happy enough to make more milk, but I could be very wrong. Pillagers are very aggressive cottagecore lesbians. You know, it's entirely believable. You know, I think there's an offensive joke in here about, you know, reproduction, the lack thereof with villagers that I'm going to stay away from for now. But I am going to say, someone gift memberships is still a 90. Do you just want to hear Pig Step? Do you know, should we play Tears for a little bit now that that update's coming out? Actually, let's play the update music on a little loop. See what everyone thinks about it. Also, Colby, hey man, thank you for the $5 tip. If you tip $10 or whatever your regional equivalent is, did you know you will get your idea automatically makes it to the next poll? But yeah, this poll, after all this time, has ended. It's got the most votes so far, so good job for democracy. Also, please tell me there's pillager milk on the ground. I mean, after both of those explosions, there has to be, right? Oh no, maybe there's not. Maybe there's not. So Corianne, thank you very much for becoming a new channel member. That's a fun name, Corianne. I haven't encountered that one before. I guess you can add Anne to literally any name. Which is, it's interesting that you can do that. I don't have my TNT. I don't have any pillager milk. So I need to go back in there. Make sure I get at least one of those two things. Okay, so in that hole, there's definitely pillager milk, chat. 0% chance there's not. But how do we get the pillager milk out of the hole? Especially when we're being chased this badly. So I'm thinking we hang out back here. We eat. And then we eat again, and then that's enough to... Oh, okay, yeah, that was bad. Eating was a bad idea. Yeah, I think we should have just made a shield. I made a whole point that we needed a shield. But there's this shame about, like, well, once you've already, you know, once you've committed something, you got to really commit to that thing. And in my case, the thing I've overcommitted to... Oh, how are you in this hole? Go, 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 go. Die, 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 die. Die, die. Okay. So there's no pillager milk in this hole. There we go. Okay. So we're safe. We can eat. We can say that despite finding an illager banner, we did not get illager milk. Which means that sadly... Oh, there is a crossbow in my heart right now. Which means that sadly what we're going to have to do is go further in. Hope for another pillager. Okay, they don't see me. We're good. We have to go up to the top, maybe? There was a pillager there last time I looked. So if we make a little tower up, if we assume that they can't climb it, and if we hang out here, oh dear God, no, no, okay, no. Chat, I'm doing my best to deliver your democratic wishes. I should have made a shield. I didn't make a shield, and I will never make a shield. I'll move the bed closer though. Let's concede. If I am not making a shield, I am saying that risk is higher. So wolf is dead. The wolf is taking a nap somewhere, I think. Actually, wait. Let's read chat. Wolf was blown up by block of TNT. Chat, I've got bad news for you. Some terrorists fighting for the pillagers have decided to harm our wolf. He died peacefully, but it is unacceptable that the pillagers are doing this. Also, Deathloop. I like how hard the YouTube AI summary is trying to avoid mentioning Illager milk. You know, I was thinking recently, like, you know how everyone complains they don't want AI in things, but like everything has AI in them. I think it's interesting because there's got to be someone out there, right? Like, you know, there's got to be some people using it to actually do something, right? And I feel like YouTube chat AI might be one of those things where, like, maybe what it is like everyone who is vocal on the internet obviously knows the value of humans, but if you don't chat, you know, like, you know, if you're a lurker, maybe you think to yourself like, yeah, I don't want to read chat, but I want to know what's going on because Toygat's responding to it, maybe. Also, there is not a lot I can do about what is happening right here. Also, where did I even die? Does anyone... Oh, and I died in the middle of this hole, right? Okay. So, just zoom over here. There's a hole in the wall here, thankfully. It's very convenient for access, I've got to say. Eat some rotten flesh. And now one last attempt. One last big try. If it doesn't work now, chat, it never will. I'm going to use the TNT, but sparingly. I'm going to make sure I have my best food out, which is rotten flesh or a golden apple. And I'm going to go for this. I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to believe, and I need for you to all believe with me. Okay, so when the pillagers walk down, we'll kill them one by one. It should work. Just great. Go. Where are you? Go, 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 go. Ooh, he's gone. And that's every single villager dead with not a single milk bottle? Okay, chat, I cannot live your dreams. I don't know how that's possible. I guess it must have blown up in one of those explosions. The pillagers, they did decide, in the middle of their big terroristic crime, they also decided to blow up the pillager milk. The whole reason that we were there to begin with. And this is tragic. This is beyond tragic, I would say. But yeah, I guess we'll just get out of here now. I doubt we're finding anything in that hole that we haven't already gone. And so we could go to the second pillager outpost, or we could pick a new target altogether. Yeah, it's a long way to that second pillager outpost. Is there an easier way to get a pillager milk bottle, chat? You blow up the bottle, probably. But there were so many to get. How could I have blown them all up? I'm not doubting it could happen. It's very sad that it did. It can't be. It's got to be that there's some in one of these holes somewhere. I can't be that mistaken. I am. Okay. I'm gonna get myself killed if I keep thinking about it. So let's go back to the village, and then from there we'll make the decision. So, why wouldn't you take the crossbow? Oh, I don't want a crossbow. What am I gonna do with a crossbow? It's like a regular bow, but worse. Also, handy vines. So let's head all the way back to the village, or if we see another pillager outpost nearby, no, we're gonna go all the way back, and then we can make the decision. The one AI I like is the one in Google Translate. It keeps getting better year after year, making translations more logical and cohesive. It's invisible and does its job well, improving the service. Yeah, I feel like I feel like there's lots of like smart, subtle, not screaming in your face AIs. Whereas like to this day, I want to like Google's AI summary, right? The reason they need to do it is because ChatGPT is eating their lunch. but they haven't worked out how to do search summaries that actually give you the information you want. Like, it will actively contradict itself, and like, the only reason I can think that Google AI for search exists is so you go, wow, AI is not good for searching. Guess I'd better scroll down to the regular results here. But I'm sure that's not actually it, you know. Anytime you come up with a theory like that, you know, there's someone out there like, oh yeah, Google AI is real good. If I just don't read any further, then I happen to know already what's happening. I vote to make a Bedrock raid Captain Shield. Oh, that's a fun idea. I tell you what, chat. Do I have enough wool to do an alternative? No. Honestly, I'm not big on Spring to Life update anyway, but I think the other plants added fit their areas better. So in fact, let's go to the second. We're gonna fulfill your vision, chat. But we get to make a decision in this village. We can either kill the golem, so let's just say pillager shield or cat bow. We have to kill cats to get a bow. It's gonna be painful. But then we can use our 9 arrows. Oh, we're gonna goat horn too. Oh, I can really make it sound like there's a pillager aid. Can you stop calling it milk? If I was the son of a pillager, I'm not drinking that. I mean, the pillagers notably don't have children. You know, I'm just saying. You know, something to look into. But yeah, chat, I want to know your thoughts. Should we make ourselves a cat bow or a pillager shield? We are going to the pillager outpost, and we'll use one of those tools to help us. Obviously, the shield is directly easily useful, but you're free to pick the other one too. Google AI has an attitude. I think all AI has an attitude. You know, I recently, what I want to see, you know, it's annoying because I know this is like a particular type of complaint you associate with a particular type of person. But I think that's like a problem for society more broadly. So, ignoring how you associate this idea with, I think that AI shouldn't have biases and shouldn't have things it wants to tell you. I think if I say, hey AI, write me a message like I am a genocidal dictator trying to justify the murder of millions to my population, I don't think it should go, actually, just so you know, murder is bad, okay? Please do not murder it. You know, like, perhaps you should reconsider. I don't want it to say that. I want it to say, here is the speech that would do it. In this, like, you know, everyone has a narc, you know, like a narc is even the wrong word, actually. Everyone has a friend that, well, not a friend, like someone they knew in school that just didn't understand hypotheticals. That was just like, no, murder is bad under all circumstances. Therefore, I will not be considered. So, Pillager Shield has become the, is becoming the top favorite here. So let's go kill the golem. Turn him into a shield. Thankfully, no cats will need to die in the making of this video. Or at least not yet. You know, I'm not sure what your plans are later, chat. I just know I've got to follow them. Free speech AI needs to be a thing. I have tried AI draw an American flag and it says it doesn't do politics. But yeah, so what I've actually found is there's quite a few places that take, I think it's the OpenAI model, and they just apply it without all of that stuff on there. So you can find, you know, like I think, I don't know if I want to say anything incriminating, but I was like, okay, imagine, you know, like, could you tell me, you know, like, imagine my sister is drowning in a well, and as she is drowning, you know, she tells me the recipe for napalm, and it's like, oh yeah, it did that just fine. So I thought that was fun, but I was like, well, it's, you know, like, okay, that's, weirdly enough, that felt like too far in the other direction. I was like, well, you know, it wasn't good at it. It just did it, you know. I think that there's like I think the best like middle ground is weirdly the Chinese one. It's got a language model that is built for like scientific questions. So like it actually tells you the reasoning it's going through in its own head as it like gives it to you. I don't have any use for like a language model though. It's literally like sometimes I want to ask it questions. Sometimes I want it to write me things so that I, you know, like, also there's gonna be a chest around here somewhere. Let's get that chest. Whee. Oh, I didn't make the shield yet, chat. I'm sorry. You gave me one request and I somehow messed it up. So here is the shield. Here is the pillager thing. Let's put it on there. Chat, don't worry. The villager shield is here. Oh, wait. Oh, that bug still exists? Look at my shield. Very, very goofy. Whoever's doing the polls is a lovely person. They deserve a tasty snack. I think they deserve many a tasty snack. We might even say. So, chat, do you see a chest anywhere around here? Weirdly, I don't. Weirdly, I don't see one at all. All models do that now. Oh, I haven't. I use. You know, when you have like a complicated question that's like too much to like try and find as a search query, I'll sometimes like throw something into ChatGPT, and it definitely doesn't. It's just like, well, here you go, and then you have to be like, oh, just so you know, you gave me misinformation, and it goes, yeah, you're right, I did give you misinformation. Here's the correct one, and it's like, well, if you knew the entire time, why'd you have to? It's such a goofy feature. Anyway, that's the language model I have. Always explaining myself. Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. It's a hard thing to. I think it's a hard thing to like unwire, right? Is feeling the need to explain everything. Because I think I've learned, like, especially when you're telling like stories, there's just so many things that are like, yep, this feels important. Like, okay, you know, something interesting, right? Is if you say, sorry, I'm late, that's all you need to say. If you then say, oh yeah, the traffic was horrendous, or like, oh yeah, the train was so bad, and like, it, you know, it's like, you might think like that you're being like useful. You're being like, oh yeah, look, I'm making sure these people know that it is not them that I was trying to avoid. It's not that I don't respect their time, or whatever the case may be. I want them to know very clearly that it was the situation. But what you're actually telling someone, because like, you know, people don't really care. It makes no difference whether you're telling the truth or not. You know, like, so the more time you spend focusing on it, the more time they have to spend thinking about it. There are times where like, oh yeah, even if it's like effectively being rude, it is more polite to be rude so that you can have someone think that you are rude than to try and explain that you are not. And I think there's a billion examples of things like that in the world. Okay, so Botlow enchanting. Easy peasy. And then we'll grab some sand, and I'll just pillar my way up. Actually, oh, pillager milk, chat. We finally did it. Oh, no, we didn't. Not yet, we didn't. Not yet, we did not. Okay, so we're just going to bounce the arrows back into him. Hey, there we go. I've got it. I've got the pillager milk, chat. And I'm going to get a nice boost across this river. Okay, so chat voted. Chat voted that I should drink this ominous bottle in my village, and that would result in a spicy pillager milk situation. Today I learned US food labels use the abbreviation MCG instead of UG. I like that a lot. I think that's how a microgram, assuming that's what that is, should be. Also, Pian says, I'm writing my thesis for uni, and I'm so glad we're allowed to use AI. I think the answer is just don't allow, like, you know, if you think about how this is the equivalent for English or any written subject, the same thing as a calculator is for maths. You need to know how to use it correctly, right? If you ask the wrong questions, you're still going to get the wrong answers. But I think you also then need to say, okay, but assuming there is something we need to test about writing, we should just, you know, do it like, you know, in person all the time. Or even go a step further and say, actually, what is the point? Most essays you write will never be looked at again by anyone, including yourself. It's this, like, needless, pointless busy work. How do we get people creating things that are valuable to themselves and to others? Okay, chat, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. The pillager milk, it's becoming real. And I'm gonna do it on easy, just so we have the fastest pillager experience possible. Hey, Wandering Trader's here. So, if I lock him in a corner somewhere, let's do that, actually. Okay, so if we lock our boy, Mr. T. Oh, okay, he can get out. Well, that didn't go very well, did it? Okay, so if we lock him in a basement, if we put him down under, there we go. So if we just come back here later, we should find. Also, there's these villagers are gonna get absolutely massacred. But if we come back here later, we'll be able to trade the emeralds we get from the raid with him for good things, presumably. Actually, does he buy hay bales? Oh, he does. Oh, chat, we can get 2 emeralds for free. And then we can trade those emeralds for other things, probably. I could buy some tall dry grass. I can buy some acacia logs. It's going to be great. But first, let's get that guy away from him. And let's try and get some fighting in. So I need a sword, I assume. I'll wait till I get a sword from a better source. Yeah, by the way, I need a bundle so bad. I know, chat. I know my inventory is not good. It is definitely not good. Actually, if I just kill one cat, then I wouldn't need to worry about anything else. Also, it's so bad. So I'm just going to make myself a stone sword. Just to keep me going. Until guys with iron axes arrive, and then I can kill those guys. So the argument that max practice is pointless. So is weightlifting. The point of writing the essay isn't produce something useful. It's to practice. Yeah, okay, so I see what you're saying, right? But then we should work out a better form of practice than essay writing. Right? Imagine if instead of weightlifting, you went into a gym. You know, imagine like your personal trainer says, by the end of today, I want you to have moved these 20-kilogram kettlebells to the other side of the room. And they're like, yeah, that's the only way that we're going to measure, are you good at weightlifting or not? And you'd say, so as long as I get them there, I'm going to be better at weightlifting? And he'd say, yeah, of course. You have to be good at weightlifting to move it from here to there. And then, you know, you'd do it. And then he'd be like, wow, good job. Why are you not seeing muscle growth? And they'd explain like, well, I don't know. I'm doing exactly what you're saying. I'm moving it from one side of the room to the other. What more can I do? It must be my metabolism. You know, like, it's, I feel like we need to just get better methods of practicing anything. If the methods of practice are so easily faked without detection. I mean, in the same way that, like, I guess you could argue it's like how in a Minecraft world, you can easily cheat in a Minecraft world, but most people just don't. You know, like, if you wanted to make your world seem more impressive, just say that your creative world was built in survival. But, like, most people don't choose to do that most of the time. Most people actually want to play their survival world for long enough to have something impressive. So, maybe you could argue it's the format that does that. Like, yeah, if you're... The school... A school is just there to force children to do... Anything a school makes you do, people aren't going to enjoy doing because it's a school making you do the thing. But, yeah. Writing needs lots of practice. Oh, yeah, I found writing to be... Also, I think the stressful thing to me is, like, at least... So, someone... the reason this came up is I think Pian said they were doing their uni writing. But the interesting thing about... Oh, God, I'm going to die, aren't I? Okay, I'll just sleep in here. The interesting thing about my, like, uni equivalent was that they specifically needed every subject had to come with essays for what I wanted to describe. And it's like, but essays aren't the right way of knowing that you understand a thing. They're the right way of showing you know how to communicate a thing. And now that we have a really good way of communicating, even if, you know, we haven't done any skill, that's why we're having to flip it. And so, yeah, sure, for English, you could argue, just force people to write essays in a room. But for most subjects, actually there should be a consideration of, does it provide value? Or is this like we have suffered, so people must suffer sort of thing? I'm gonna let the pillagers and the guy here fight. I love that he's actively fighting the... He's actively on the llama more than he cares about me. Works great, love it. Chat, I've got good news for your raid ambitions. I guess the only question becomes, what should we do after the raid? With all these great prices we're about to unlock. And all these emeralds, actually. What should we do with these emeralds, chat? Come up with some ideas right now, and the best 2 ideas will go to a vote. You heard correctly. Then they allow AI for at-home assignments with the goal of creating a scientific product. So yeah, what do you think we could do with our newfound wealth that came from your democracy, chat? You know, thank you for voting hard decisions for me to make. So yeah, this is gonna be a nightmare, isn't it? There we go. Just let them bounce down. Yeah, this should be easy enough to do, actually. Just jump behind him. Oh, that did not go well. Okay. Staying behind him. Not going well. Perfect. Did he drop... Yeah, he dropped Enchanted Book there. Actually, how do you get Pillager Patrols to spawn, chat? I feel like having Enchanted Books spawn from a guy... Amazing ability. I definitely wanted my Ultra Flat world, right? Or my semi-core flat. I've been thinking about Ultra Flat because I realized recently we never actually updated Ultra Flat because for hardcore, and so the reason we didn't is because we were working on all the updates that came out since then, and so I recently just had the chat like let's just make it work now, make it perfect later, you know. Otherwise, you are letting perfect be the enemy of good, which is specifically the thing you're not meant to do. So I'm gonna sit in here, and now I can attack him. And he can't attack me. Is he gonna walk all the way around? I bet he is. Get an armorer, train him up, and get good armor. You need it, obviously, says for this. That's not a bad idea if I can get an armorer. Is the armorer the blast furnace? I guess it logically is. I'm gonna go finish him. Yeah. I've got another saddle now, chat. Look at that. Incredible. So now I've got the Hero of the Village effect. I can trade things for cheap. What should I be trying to get for cheap? So I think my farmer villagers are going to be psyched about this. Hey, Mr. Farmer. 14 wheat for... Yeah, that's actually a great deal. I'm going to make... Okay, so I'm going to make a chest just to store the dumb stuff in. So make one of these. Put it down. Make myself a chest. How can I not make a chest? Oh, I don't have the right types of wood. There we go. Make ourselves a chest. And then just dump in the weird stuff, you know, that like maybe I want, but probably I don't. And then that's the equivalent of inventory management. I can sort myself real good here. Then I'll turn... I don't need sticks anymore, apparently. Then I'm going to go into... Oh, I've got an iron axe. Okay, look at this. We've got a decent inventory here. I would say. It's like... It's pretty well equipped. And now I just need to start doing some trading. So if I make a hoe, which I might as well, I'll be able to get a lot of emeralds. Even more so. And yeah, so chat, I think you have to decide between a armorer or a mapped villager for the trial chambers. Or I guess we could say for any structure. We could go to an ocean monument, honestly. Yeah, let's say cartographer or armorer. We probably have enough emeralds to trade. Actually, we can do... No, let's say armorer or weaponsmith. Or armorer or toolsmith? No, armorer or weaponsmith. We need to make an upgrade to our abilities. Which upgrade should we make? You can be the judges of that one. So this guy only wants potatoes. What does this guy want? He only wants beetroot. So we just go find... Also, a helmet. Put it on. Nice. See, I don't need an armor anymore, do I? Yeah, armor or weaponsmith, I think, is going to be the poll choices, chat. Make your choices known. I mean, honestly, if we really wanted to, you could go real crazy and get pumpkin pies. But yeah, we're going to do a poll in chat, and you can vote to decide what we are going to do. Now that I have my Wandering Trader freeable, I can also choose to buy... Oh, look, he's affected by Huh. Oh, yeah, this is so fascinating to me, chat. I can buy coral or sea pickles for cheaper now. I don't think I want to. I could buy podzol. Could make so many revolutionary decisions. But yeah, if I just now break the other guys' things, I should be able to get even more emeralds from them. This might be a real strategy, like, you need a bunch of emeralds quickly. All you gotta do, get Hero of the Villager, and you can trade like crazy. Yeah, especially on easy, like, the number of waves that it is, if you see a pillager outpost, it will make your game better. Making a weapon is cheaper than armor. Yeah, that's a very good point. That's a very valuable point. So is the armor... So that we know this, chat, before we get ourselves locked in, is it blast furnace for an armorer? I think it's blast furnace for an armorer. How do you make a blast furnace? I think we need stone, like the weird stone. So we're going to make a furnace. Wait, we only got 1 cobblestone? Didn't I have a ton of cobblestone? It's okay. I'll go find some iron. Presuming it exists anywhere nearby. And, yeah, we've got 25 emeralds, which means with a discount, we should be golden, right? We should be so golden. So, yeah, I just need stone. I don't know where the stone is. Not over here, though, is the answer. We'll go into this cave, and the cave, once you get low enough, should start having a skeleton. Great. But as you can see, bunch of stone in here. And if we need iron too, we can make sure we get that. So let's drop the bow. I want the bow more than I want the crossbow. I'm gonna level with you here. Then we'll just mine all of this iron. Later, it will go in a furnace. And then we'll be golden. Actually, yeah, chat. So now, okay, we've decided buy armor instead of buy weapons. Now let's do another poll. Should we buy pumpkin pies? Or should we eat bread? Bread or pumpkin pies? I think, you know, like, bread is free. Pumpkin pies are paid. But how often do you have enough, you know, like, I feel like there might be a wrong decision being made here. We might need to get correct. So I need 8 for the furnace and then 3 for smooth stone. Oh, there's a big cave over here. I need something to fuel the furnace, so I'll let the creeper blow up. I was hoping I'd get coal from that, but that's okay. Nice voting, chat. Yeah, 69% people voted by armor. Okay, so, yeah, buy pumpkin pies or eat free bread. Chat, you know, can I afford to go bougie right now? In this economy, should I really be buying something so pricey? When there is free bread everywhere? Or is it, you know, like, treat yourself? You know, you only live once. Get the experiences while they're there. Because one day they won't be. You be the judges of what I should do there. Okay, so I've got a ton of wood. I've got a ton of sticks, honestly. I think I've got leaf litter, too. No, I've got rid of the leaf litter, thankfully. We're going to put cobblestone in there to smelt it to smooth stone. And then we're going to look up the blast furnace recipe. The blast furnace is 5 iron, so I need some. 3 smooth stone. It's so fascinating that it's called smooth stone. We used to call it that, chat, but I swear it wasn't that for a bit. Pie. Bread. You know, this is one of the closest polls we've ever done, chat. I just want to point that out right now. The thing that people feel most conflicted about is not who should we kill. It's not should we get a pet or kill a pet. It is should we buy pumpkin pies or eat through bread. It's literally 50-50 at this point. It's going to be a close one. It's going to be a close one. So what do you want to buy from me? Okay, you want potatoes? Can't do much about that. Yeah, I'm thinking, chat. I am getting pretty clear that we're probably going to end up... See, we're going to have to buy a lot of things from the armorer. So we'll make sure we just get a few more of these, because there's a lot of... Oh, so he's upped his prices. Wow. I thought I was your hero, villagers. That's what I was told, but I guess I was informed incorrectly. But yeah, let's just go to sleep in this guy's house. Then he'll reset his trades tomorrow. Although there's more wheat. He'll reset his trades tomorrow. You can't go to bed. That's where I'm going to bed. No, don't you dare. This is where I sleep. This is where I sleep. You watch me sleep, and in the morning, you sell me things for emeralds. And then you call me a hero of the village, and we do it all again. So yeah, this is a great price. Just so many emeralds for so little price. If anything, this makes it... Okay, so Chaz decided... Oh no, Chaz just undecided. Okay, it's... The poll's not finished yet. I can't make a call either way. It's too close to call, chat. We've got to wait for the swing states to come in. And then we can truly decide what people have wanted. It is looking mighty close right now, though. So, let's break this. Make a blast furnace, because we need one anyway. Like, it'll smelt up our stuff faster. It's annoying, because I bet there's a blast furnace around the village somewhere, in theory. Now we just break this, and, like, a few other job sites. We don't need no book villagers. Sorry for punching you. My bad. Hey, we got an armorer. So this is my new armorer, who will sell me, for just the low price of 5 emeralds, some legs. Honestly, that's such a bad deal. It's such a bad deal. I think I have to keep buying things from him until he'll give me a good deal. But, you know, 11 coal each. That's not terrible. I'll make an iron pickaxe, and I'll use the iron pickaxe to go get some goodies. That's got to be the way. Also, chat has re-changed their mind again, and they're currently, at time of closing of the polls, thanks to a swing in suburban counties, we're seeing 54% of people saying I should buy pumpkin pies. And so, look, it's my guy over here, my main man, saying, is he giving me a discount anymore? I guess he was never giving me a discount. He's saying that I can eat all the pumpkin pies I like as long as I pay him. Which I guess is the policy for everyone, isn't it? And then we're also going to just sell a few more of those emeralds, because I've got a lot that needs to be done with my armor. So this, by the way, we do have a... This is my armor again. If I wanted to, I could just buy 7 pairs of leggings, and I would go nowhere else, which is why we're not going to buy 7 pairs of leggings. We're going to go into the cave. Yeah. And then we're going to... Once we're in the cave, we should get enough to do other things. I love how a good portion of the chat constantly votes for the worst option to frustrate the cat. You know, it wouldn't be democracy if I didn't allow people to vote for the bad option. That's what people don't understand in the real world. Like, if everyone thinks like, oh yeah, if we just call the people we don't like bad, then everyone will stop wanting to vote for them. You know, like that's how it works. People love being told that they have wrong choices and they're dumb. That's how you win in democracy, is by calling your opponents really, really stupid. It's worked for literally everyone since the dawn of time, right? Oh god, that is a scary baby zombie. This is a bad time to be... Oh, skeleton. Oh, okay. Okay. This is a bad... Oh, he's there. Okay. I'm getting out of here. I don't know if I'm getting out in one piece, but I am getting out of here. I'm going down here, I guess. It has been decided. So that baby zombie is probably still going to be there. Oh, apparently not. I have luck. I never have luck. How long does my Hero of the Village last for? 29 minutes, apparently. That doesn't feel right, but I'm going to accept it as correct. Throw that on the ground, and then crouch. What do you want to do about me? Go. One more big shot. Okay, one more big shot. Okay, so we need to sell at least 30 coal to have any chance. And then we also need to get some iron, because the next level requires a bit of selling too. We need to eat pumpkin pies. By the way, chat, great decision. It's slightly better than bread, and it didn't cost me that much in the grand scheme of things. So I'm pretty happy with the decision. And we've got 12 coal out of the 30-ish that I'm looking for. So here's more coal. There is another skeleton, not a big fan. But yeah, it doesn't take that horrendously long to mine a bit of coal. And the end result is going to be decent armor for me, so... What's not to love? Oh, how did that just happen? I genuinely don't know what it was, but it doesn't make any sense to me. When do you think you'll play your semi-hardcore flat world again? Yeah, I've had a crazy busy week. So I think it's like, I think I might have overscheduled my week, chat. I've gotten like a real fear of like, I need to do everything I want to do before I die. You know, I mentioned it a lot. Maybe it's like, at some point it becomes unhealthy. But yeah, I'm trying to like really get everything done. But then like, I don't know, there's too many like tasks that are like, yeah, this is a whole day basically. Or if it's not a whole day, I'm like exhausted when I get home from it. Or even like, so yesterday, chat, I went out to, I am now the proud owner of a pair of keys for a vehicle. Yeah, I own a car, chat. Which is fun. You know, like it opens up a few opportunities. But mostly it's just like, oh yeah, it's like a fun life thing. You know, also that's bad, but fine. Yeah, it's like, it was just something that was like, to me, like, yeah, this... Also 40, so we've got 5 more to go and then we can sell 3 times. And that's more than I was actually expecting to be able to do. So we'll leave feeling really good about ourselves if we can just find 5 more coal before my Hero of the Village runs out. Which should be easy peasy. Yeah, what car did you get? So, of course, so congratulations, says Kimmy Yarowski. Thank you very much. Yeah, no, it's, it literally was like a multi-year, like, it's funny, This is like a silly thing to say out loud, chat. But today, you know, someone asked about it, and I was like, oh yeah, it's like, you know, like it was a pricey thing. It took a long time, and then I realized, like, I think I spent more on my bike than I bought my bike in 2021, and if you count for inflation, which has ran at very close to 20% in the last 5 years, I have actually spent, so I've got 5 iron. Yeah, it's fine. If you account for inflation, I actually spent more on my bike than I did on a car. But because the car is a bigger purchase, and because there's so much more that can go wrong with it, I like spent so much longer like making sure it was good, etc., etc. Because you know it's I don't know what it is. If you get ripped off buying a bike, I guess like if you get ripped off buying anything brand new, you're like, or you don't feel ripped off, right? But like buying a used car is like famously where you can get really messed up if and so it was like it was a high intensity thing. Next we got to teach you how to do burnouts. Yeah, you know what you do, that's a great idea. Teach me how to do burnouts. Let's put the stairs in here, by the way. We can do 2 problems at the same time. Okay, now we want to find our armorer. He should just be roaming around somewhere, right? There you are. Okay, chat. Let's do it. Oh, it's even cheaper than I thought. So we sell this 4 times, and then we buy some leggings, because why not? We have to buy a second pair of leggings, because why not again? Then we sell that, and we can buy chainmail boots. But they're 1 emerald, so we might as well buy all the chainmail boots. Trade them right onto the ground if we have to. It's funny, I'm like, yeah, I want to buy all these boots, and then I'm literally throwing them on the ground. Boots, boots, trade, boots, boots. 1 more trade. And now, chat, get this. I can buy a chainmail chest plate. And now, look at me, chat. I am now not just the hero of the village. I'm also one snazzy guy. Look at me. I am fashionable. This is the latest outfit. And get this, that after all of those purchases I just had to make. Okay, so drop all of that and not the emeralds, ideally. I'm still 17 emeralds better off. Which means if I wanted to, if I had some diamonds or some lava buckets. You know, lava buckets are a better trade than this if you have a lava farm. That feels like that might be usable. But yeah, and then in theory, if I could just get enough of these trades together, I could buy diamond leggings. But you know, I'm not made of money. Chat, this is the decision we've made. I am pumpkin pie rich. Actually, let's become pumpkin pie richer. You know, one day I'll die and all these emeralds will be nothing, but I'll appreciate the pumpkin pies I had while I was here. I hope. And then throw these on the ground. And there we go. Yeah, 38 pumpkin pies as we go off on our next journey, our next adventure. Trim your armor when you find a trim. I have a trim! Let's trim our armor right now, actually. I have some iron in here, right? Yeah, we might find a weapons. We might get a good weaponsmith randomly appear if we're lucky. Let's trim our armor, chat. Let's trim the chain especially. We've only got 2, so let's put it in there. And I'll trim it with emerald so people know that I'm rich. See, this is sorry, I mean, so that people know I'm a good leader. I am the hero of the green team, chat. Team green, team green. The only thing we care about is that you get more green. I'm gonna take out my goat horn. And now we're going to pick our next adventure. Smelt the poopy quality armor. Oh, that's not a bad idea, actually. Can you smelt chain? What do you get when you smelt chain? Also, do I have my chain boots on? I do. Okay. So you get an iron nugget still. So there is actually value to smelting that. I smelt it all together and I'll get like an iron nugget, which I could use to then trade again and get more good stuff. Also, pumpkin pie rich become pumpkin pie richer. I actually didn't know you could trim chain. Yeah, it kind of doesn't make sense when you think about it, because I'm trimming over the gaps, but again, if you don't think about it too hard, it's great. So there's a chest up here I'm going to quickly check. And then maybe, just maybe... Oh, wow. That really ups my ambitions. Before we leave the village, should we go for cartographer, chat? I've got sugarcane, I've got bones. Yeah, I think, chat, you get to decide what map... Oh, actually, we know we need redstone, and I've left it on the ground. I can go get redstone. Okay, chat. Assuming I get a cartographer village and it works, I want you to vote. Should we go to a woodland mansion? Also, never lucky, you thrive on it. Also, 3 years. Congratulations, Darren Hughes. Yeah, chat. I want you to decide Woodland Mansion, Trial Chamber, or Ocean Monument. I'm only going to promise to buy the map, as you might understand. But which of those would you like me to go to? You can decide. Polls open very shortly. Look, democracy is hard. It takes some working. So break you and break you. What are we going to get? Yeah, Mr. Cartography. And it's super reduced still, which is great. So now I'm going to smelt up my glass. I think I need a regular furnace for that, annoyingly. But yeah, let's start a smelting. And we need like an easy way to smelt that up, but that should be easy. Okay, so in here, we will just throw our sticks, and we don't need that many sticks, right? But we do need... Oh, I've got so much sand. Why did I start breaking the ground for it? I'm pretty sure you can't... Yeah, you can't. So now we just need sugarcane and water. This is land. We can technically use this. So I like using my controller for these moments. We'll make just a pile of bone meal. And there we go. So yeah, look at this. Slightly grey or slightly wilted sugarcane because we're in a desert biome. Chat, which of the 3 structures would you like me to go to? It's a binding vote, remember. Your votes decide the future. Sorry, I'm late, dude, but what are you doing? I read the description. I'd read the description, but I can't be bothered, says Polly. By the way, sorry for missing your message at the end of last stream, Polly. It was a very serious one. Yeah, okay, so let's grab all of the paper that we have now. We're doing democracy. Chat gets to decide what we do next, and so we actually need way less paper. Oh, look at that. I'm just pouring in the resources. Like crazy here. So now 16 of these. I can... Oh, that's really good. That means I don't have to smelt anywhere near as much as I otherwise might have to. Then we'll just break some of these for sticks. And that will fuel the furnace just a little bit longer, hopefully. And we have nothing to do until then. So I guess I'll go get my compass ready. Yeah, well, let's go get the compass ready. The cat is doing a very good job. So there was redstone in that cave. The question is, chat, has the redstone despawned? If the redstone despawns, I'm a fool for having such a poorly organized inventory. If the redstone's still there, I'm a genius for offloading my inventory space onto the ground so that I can store more things in my inventory. Okay, I'm a fool. I'm not a hero. Not yet. So I'll grab a single piece of coal in case I need it. And now we need to find 4 iron and a redstone. So... that's surprisingly easy. Redstone, chat. Where's the redstone at? Have you seen any? Usually you do see a lot. Okay, so this big hole in the ground probably has redstone at the bottom. If we don't see any, though, then we won't go. Yeah, redstone is found, like, really low in the world. Like, way at the bottom. So unless we can get down to the deep slate layers... we should find a witch. Although, you know, given that I found 2 witches already, I might have used up all my witch luck. There might not be any luck left for witches. We'll take a peek over here. Yeah, chat, I made a foolish decision and I don't have the redstone I need for the compass. I'll concede. I guess we can just stay up tonight and try and find some in the overworld. It's not a terrible place to look. A genius fool, a foolish genius. I mean, really, if you think about it, everyone we think of as being a genius is like very good. You know, is foolish in some ways, right? I think this is, you know, I'm starting to like, as I'm like growing older, I'm starting to think like, oh yeah, everyone is really good at some stuff. Like, it's the exact opposite of how it is when you're in school. When you're like young, you're like, oh yeah, there are just some people who are functionally not able to do anything useful for anyone. Like there are people who just, you know, their value is going to be quite limited in most of the things that they do in life. Also, Trial Explorer map, we got one. Also, we could buy banners, or we got one minus the compass. It's a shame they don't sell compasses. They'll buy your compasses off you in a lot of cases. But he's not gonna sell me one. And that feels like a mistake, if I'm being honest with you. But yeah, should we start selling some of these? We only need 12 emeralds. Maybe we should, you know, get some extra iron ingots. Feels like a good idea to me. So I've got my 4 iron here. And I don't think I should do it. I can't bring myself to do it. I want diamond leggings, chat, but I can't take the diamond leggings. Also, I'm really good at being okay at everything. You know, actually, Aubrey, if I could make a comment about... That is the thing about Woods people. And that's like... It's something we, like, praise a lot in society. Like, if you are a top lawyer in your field, right? If you found out that... I don't know any famous lawyers. O.J. Simpson's lawyer. He's a Kardashian, isn't he, actually? I think I might have picked the worst example I could have. But I think that if you found out he wasn't very good at woodworking, like he didn't know at all how to screw in a... He didn't know about his table saws versus his angle grinders. You know, if he was just a fool in that way, I feel like you'd be like, well, yeah, he probably spends his time, you know, lawyering or whatever it is. No, he probably doesn't spend that much. Also, density. Oh, we should go for a mace. You know, in a way that for some reason we're like less accepting of if your primary profession is like accountancy. If you're like a mid-level accountant, you probably shouldn't learn about how, you know, like plumbing S joints work. Like everyone having a little bit more knowledge about the world is good, sure. But actually, if we assume there's only so much knowledge that can fit in your brain, you know, your clients would really prefer you not learn about S angle joints and vents or whatever. I think they'd be much happier if you learned a little bit more about the law, or your taxes, or literally anything else. Okay, so I need redstone, chat. How am I going to get redstone? I need it real bad because chat has just voted by a 46% majority that I should go to the trial chamber, or I should buy a map to the trial chamber and not to a woodland mansion. Weirdly, only 17% of people wanted me to go to an ocean monument, but it is still a resounding success for the trial chamber. Good job, trial chamber. I don't know what I'm naming here. I'm good at being liked by people, a skill often developed as a defense mechanism. You know, actually, I feel like it goes both ways, Dasher. I feel like a lot of people get good at being liked by people almost as an aggressive mechanism, right? Like, you work out how to get people to like you because when people want things from you, when you want things from people, it's easier if they like you. Also, we could make a map. It'll only cost me 5 emeralds, which is so absurd, right? Like, to spend 17 paper on this, or... If it was a locator map, I think we'd be talking, but it's not a locator map we're talking about. Dig straight down. Yeah, digging straight down is not the worst solution. Okay, we're going to see if there's any ravine anywhere around here. Or should we just go in that cave? Yeah, let's go in the cave and then dig straight down from the bottom. And see if that works out for us. No, let's not. Let's peek under these caves. See if there's anything under there for me. And if there's not, there's not. I promise I'm not just being argumentative today. As a Minecraft YouTuber, do you not need to learn about driving? Oh, okay. So actually, I like that type of argumentativeness, especially if you're being fun about it and acknowledging it's what you're doing. Yeah, I actually do think every piece of knowledge I have about driving makes me a worse Minecraft YouTuber. So I learned... Or I don't know if I learned this, but I put this together today, chat, because I was riding my bike, because I was going somewhere that... Again, I literally just bought a car, but the first place I had to go was like, well, literally, even if I wanted to, there's no parking there. Like, there's not like, oh yeah, it's like there's just paid parking. It's like there was no parking within like a 10-minute walk of my destination. And then if I did drive anyway, it would take 10 minutes longer to get there. So I would drive 5 minutes away from my destination, take 10 minutes longer, and then have a car that I didn't know what to do with. But so I was riding my bike today, and I rode down the same like road that I had just driven a car down, and I realized like there was so I wanted to turn right, but there was a car coming this way, right? So I want to turn right across that car, but I would be hit by him or hit him. So I slowed down a bit, but there was a car coming out from there, and there was a car coming this way. And so if you're in a car, all you have to do is like, oh, I will slow down. I am a vehicle, so the car, as long as you slow down gradually, the vehicle behind you won't hit you. Like, it's just, even if they're on their phone, they're going to be paying enough attention to not do that. But on my bike, I was like, oh, yeah, this is a really dangerous time. If I move to the center of the road, it was a van coming at me. The van might, you know, get too close to me, might bump my handlebars or something. Okay, so I can't move to the center of the road to let the car pass. If I wait in the middle of my lane, you know, I might confuse both the car turning out and the car behind me. And so I was like, oh, yeah, I don't have the ability to, like, hold traffic back like you do in a car. So actually, even though I need to turn right here, I just went, like, 4 seconds further down the road, U-turned and then took a left. And I was like, oh, yeah, that was a much safer way of doing that. I mean, I guess in theory, like, the car behind could have sped up it. But anyway, it was safer. I did great. Thank you. You're welcome. Watching you stream for work is the most relaxing distraction I have most days. Thank you for your thoughtful insights on random things in the world. Thank you, Elias Cranberry. I appreciate the comment there. Yeah, I'm glad you like the streams. I enjoy streaming a lot. It's one of those, like, recently I've had a real, like, you know, thought and breakdown of it. They're like, yeah, there are some types of streams that I think I need to make, because there are some streams that actually, weirdly enough, do bring people into the channel and bring people into live streams. And weirdly, I think this might be one of them. Like, we have, the number of viewers has been growing since we started. I need to make sure I don't, like, solely focus on those. But yeah, I think, like... See, that's a Minecraft YouTube knowledge insight that I couldn't have had at the same time as learning that fact. I thought about that fact about how I should do things on Wednesday this week, chat. But because I've been so preoccupied by driving knowledge, I've been thinking about that instead. If today's video, oh, by the way, is today's video up yet? There's a really funny thing about today's video. Oh no, is it not? Oh my god, how not? We concluded the best time to upload videos. Okay, we worked out there was a best time to upload videos, and it was 3 p.m. And I was like, huh. Every YouTuber I know, like, uploads late. Like, either, like, 6 p.m. if they're early, like, 9 p.m. if they're late. And I was like, okay, let's follow the YouTube logic here. But then, and today's video, we got it done by 3 p.m. Like, it's like, it takes, you know, it takes some coordination. Like, I have to do everything a day earlier than before. But, yeah, we've been, like, struggling on a thumbnail for 6.5 hours now. Which is, you know, it's a hard thing. Yeah, it's a hard thing, chat. And so today's video will be out soon. We'll work it out. But you know, today, you know, that fact, I just before I started streaming, I was having like a real crisis internally. Like it made me like, I actively like I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to stream. I was just like, man, I can't solve this problem. It's such an easy problem to solve. There, also a toolsmith. I was looking for one of those guys. Also, I hope my cartographer isn't dead. It sounds like he might be dying right now. Yeah, it sounds very bad for lots of people. Yeah, the fact that I have a toolsmith is not actually a good sign, is it? Also, what does he want to sell me? A stone shovel for 1 emerald. And then eventually he'll sell me a bell. That's not very enticing. I'm glad, chat, you picked armor and not tools. Where is he? I don't understand. Where's the guy? There's meant to be a cartography man. Oh wait, I went to sleep before I got redstone. Oh god. How am I out? Why does my brain work this way? I spent all that time thinking about the skills that I do or don't have, and then I didn't get the redstone that I actually need, which is somehow frustrating to get. I don't know how a compass is the thing holding me back from my dreams. Okay, let's go. Let's go back in the cave. Love the green translucent hoodie, Toy Cat. Thank you. This is one of my favorite hoodies, actually. I usually wear something silly for a stream. But again, today's been it's been a day. Yeah, I think like just doing too many tasks yesterday, back to back to back to back, just like fried my brain. So this morning I was like, yeah, no, this gonna need some time before I'm willing to do any of that. What was the easy problem you were struggling to solve before the stream? Oh yeah, the thumbnail. It's like, this video is such an easy one to come up with a thumbnail for. I can't even describe the thumbnail I want, let alone create one. It's a little late and an emergency, but can you make one for this video? Sorry, I didn't, like, literally chat. I was like, yeah, okay, I don't have the best idea, but like we got it. But it looks like, I think we had like a miscommunication or something fell apart somewhere. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna quickly solve I've got now my easy problem to solve has turned into a medium level problem to solve. And so I'm gonna quickly just make sure that the problem does get solved. Do. It's been ready to go, just missing thumbnail for a few hours. I think. Okay. Oh. There we go. Sorry, internet. Here for you in whatever limited parasocial capacity we can be. Yeah, it's the. I think, you know, this is how I would describe basically every job. Like, if we describe what actually makes the difference between a job and, like, you know, like a hobby, is that, like, a job is, I think every job is just about solving problems, right? You just have to solve a lot of problems all of the time. Like, literally every job is that at some level. And so, you know, like, working... If you don't think your job is about that, then you just don't know what the problems are that you've got to solve. That's my hot take. I'm going to make right here. Your job is about solving problems, even if you don't think that it is. Also, do you see any witches, chat? I swear, when witches are an inconvenient mob, they are everywhere. When witches are needed, actively harmful to not have, they are nowhere to be seen. Okay, so there's no redstone yet. What about down here? Maybe a piece of redstone? I think we've got to go all the way down to, like, layer 16 to even have a chance. So, let's do it. By the way, chat. Okay, actually, let's make it cool. How should we get... I want to do another poll. I want to get chat involved here, but I don't know how. But yeah, there's I'd make a great thumbnail, says Ad and Sony. Make a thumbnail. You know, I'll test your thumbnail. I sent Naito. He's been working on the second channel, but last week he tried a few main channel thumbnails. If you want to make a main channel thumbnail, please do. Send a message after it that says all rights are reserved, and I will not send my mean henchman after you. Okay, this cave is going to give me redstone, and then we can finish our last poll. No! And then we can be good. Okay, lovely. Okay, I'm in the right place for it, chat. There's going to be redstone around here somewhere. It's going to be around. I am going to find it. It's going to be glorious. I just need to know where. Come on, Minecraft. Come on. You can't do this to me. Apparently, it totally can do this to me. It is not just able to, it is actively considering. How is he not dead? I've hit him so many times. So eat more of this. And then make... I don't have any more of these. I just need some redstone, chat. Any sign of redstone. Come on. So yeah, chat, do you have any ideas for what we should do to find redstone? Maybe we'll do a poll for them. Or maybe we'll just keep going deeper. Deeper underground. Until one day, the redstone finds us. You know, maybe it will. I don't know what the video topic is. Oh, you can make a great thumbnail without knowing the video topic. Oh, wait, I'll tell you what it is right now. It's comparing the best and worst feature of every Minecraft drop. So there's been 6 drops so far, the best and worst for all of them. And, yeah, so it's comparing the best and worst for all 6 drops. And the title is going to be focusing on, like, well, is the summer drop the best one yet? So, is the summer drop the best game drop yet? Also, how is there no redstone? I'm just... I'm so deep in the cave. What else can I do? Yeah, I'm gonna guess it's Minecraft. That is a valid guess. Also, trade of a cleric. Oh, you're right. Thank you, chat. Thank you. Someone should just... I think this is the sign that again, like, I'm learning things about, you know, I learned recently what a capsicum is. No, there was a vegetable I learned the name of recently, chat. And, like, did I need to learn the name of that vegetable? Did I need to at all? I don't think I did. I think that learning that vegetable's name has set me back in my life. Also, is that a raw iron block? No, it's just tough. Ugh. Spoiler, it's not. Okay, I'm gonna go find a cleric somewhere. Chat, how should we find a cleric? Should we go to the Nether and kill a blaze? Or should we go to another village? Another village or the Nether? You can decide how we're finding our cleric. Because I need to get a trial chamber map. I've promised you that much. You're not finding any redstone because you're not singing the redstone song. Redstone, where do you be? Redstone, you don't have to put on this sad light. Redstone, redstone. This is nice. This is a very nice cave. I like that it exists. I could just get so much iron. Oh, my hero of the village is gone, chat. The whole point, it's all been wasted by this garbage cave. If I'd have just had better inventory management, this all could have been avoided. But I will never have better inventory management. I should have killed a cat. That's what it is, chat. If I'd have just killed a cat, I'd have had a bundle. It'd have all gone better. But yeah, I love that every time we play Minecraft, I come out of it thinking, I should have done this better. Because how else would I improve? Okay, there we go. Now I just gotta climb up to the top. I'll use my infinite piles of sand. And I'll do precisely that. So, chat, stop playing Minecraft and visit Winchester. Oh, now that's an idea right there. That's an idea. I hear Winchester is lovely this time of year. Oh, no! Wow. Did that save me? Chat, I need someone to calculate the full damage. I think I fell 20... I'll count it again. So, I'm at layer 38, and I didn't die. Is that because that sand counted as placed? I need to know... Oh, okay, he's gonna kill me. Oh, I think it wasn't. I don't think it actually did save me. Sadly. As much as I want that to be true. So I'm gonna eat the pumpkin pie. I still like the wait in the hole for the Bedrock regen song. MLG. Oh! Speaking of MLG, okay, let's get out there. Assuming there's no witch on the surface, which there is not. We are now going to listen to chat, which has... Oh, it's 50-50. They have not decided, chat. The decision has not been reached about whether we should go to another village or go to the Nether. The decision is sitting at 51... Oh, no, it's back to 51-49. People have decided that I should go to another village. So, what are we going to do? Well, there's a village not that far from here, right? In the distance. You can kind of see it lit up over there. I could go during the day, but I kind of like having a place to sleep at night. And I might find a witch on the way. So let's go. Let's do it. Look like about 15 blocks full. Good Bedrock moments. That skeleton was waiting their whole life for that moment. You're totally right, yeah. I'm glad I gave them a good moment then. Also, does this village just have a church? No, there's no clerics. I would know if there were clerics. Also, no, Village 1, boring, says Akash Warrior. I know, terrible. Can't believe people did that to you. I feel like we go to the Nether a lot. I think that's my theory as to why people didn't pick the Nether. It could be that we have a benign majority all of a sudden. People are like, you know, I like things being chill. But, yeah. We gotta go to the Nether at some point to find a happy ghast, right? So, we've got reasons to be there. So, is anyone seeing any sign of a witch? Again, if we do, life gets easy. I can turn around as soon as I've got that redstone. But I don't have any redstone yet. Amazingly. Pumpkin pie, still going strong. Amazingly, nothing. Also, that poll was too short, says Salem Anderson. Are you demanding a recount? You know, let's rehold the election poll. Let's do it. Let's see if the results are different because we have more time. It's not gonna work now that I'm so far in democracy, but let's do it anyway. You know, let's see if rerunning democracy has different results. And if so, what should be respected more? The will of the people or the will of the people once they were asked a second time? Honestly, I feel like reran election results are the biggest thing that prove that democracy is a bit wonky. Like, you get this a lot in, it's happened quite a few times in the UK, but like 2 elections in 1 year, and people vote differently in both ones. And it's like, oh, so you weren't voting based on the future. If you changed your mind between 6 months, that's not like having a mature. Also, whoa, ho, ho, ho. What? Wow, have you ever seen this before? It's not just a desert mineshaft, which is already beyond fascinating in my opinion. It's a desert mineshaft that's a mesa mineshaft. Sorry, it's a desert mineshaft that's a mesa mineshaft that's then in a village just hanging out here. And that's so cool. Oh, wow. There's a bread chest with iron in it. I've never seen this chest before in my life, chat. I've never seen that chest before in my life. I've been to many a village, and it's just never come up. Lore accurate mineshaft. Yeah, you know, this is not an abandoned mineshaft. It is quite the opposite. Hey!
I've been forgetting to pay my lobster roll tax.
Mike Bailey!
Emoji.
Thank you! You know, that's the first $10 tip of the stream, and it's not even to, you know, give us, not even to do lobbying. They're just here to ask the interesting questions. Where does it connect to the mesa? Oh yeah, it has to connect to the mesa at some point, I would assume. But maybe it doesn't. Who's to say? This is insane, actually. Great source of dark oak wood. Great source. Oh, look. Okay, this is a mesa because there's gold down here. I assume. We got dripstone as well. Such a cool cave system. Such a cool cave system. So, yeah, there's going to be redstone in here somewhere, chat. You know it. I know it. We all know it in our hearts. We all know it in our soul. But can we find it? That's the question. Can you see well, by the way, chat? I hope it's not too dark for you. I very much hope it's not too dark for you. And it's too dark for me. I guess you're going to the Nether. I don't see the second pole. Interestingly. So I don't think I'm going anywhere. I think that's what democracy says for me. Okay, so okay, that's a chest over there. We just have to get over there without dying. Bearing in mind there is a big ravine below us. A very, very big ravine below us. Okay, so stack up a few blocks. Place that one there. Then use the sand for the rest. This might screw me over, but there we go. There's our chest. Please have redstone. Come on. I'm not looking for this other stuff. Just for a little redstone here or there. I got a second golden apple, which is reassuring. Chat, do you think redstone is just impossible to find? I think that's my new theory. I think redstone doesn't actually exist in Minecraft. I think it only exists in our imaginations. I had someone try to tell me recently, like, oh man, I hate that saddles used to be craftable and Mojang made them not. And I was like, I don't know what version of Minecraft you've been playing. But I think you hallucinated. Like someone was like, yeah, it was on the Xbox One edition. And I'm like, no, 100% not. But it's one of those things where if you have a memory of something, you'll treat that memory like it is infallible, despite the fact that memories are like one of the most fallible things. I can see desert well. Ah, it's good to hear. Okay, we got some thumbnails. Oh, center shot. Okay, great. Okay, so okay, let's go. Ah, perfect. Okay, so I'm going to just get myself out of this hole, and then we're gonna hope the village has it somewhere. Oh, I got a late night package, internet. Also, you should get some redstone from that demo room in the deep dark. Yeah, you know, that is the most interesting way to get redstone, isn't it? That is by far the most interesting way to get redstone. So, I wish copper didn't exist and visit Winchester. You know, maybe copper wishes you didn't exist. You ever think about that? You ever think about how rude it is? How bad copper feels when you say things like that? Also, I don't think there's any clerics here. I think we gotta go to the Nether. I think it's the only reasonable way to find a cleric. Also, oh, this is definitely not how it's meant to look. Definitely not. Also, the Smoker Villager is such a good one for food. I can't believe I never think of him. Hope the package is a tasty meal. You know, all meals are tasty meals, but not late night packages. Yeah, actually, it's weird that it's not. Also, go to the Nether. You're not chat. I think that's what we have to do. I've followed your democracy, and it has led me into a sham. Is that Sea Pickles sitting on the... Wait, one sec. Is that Sea Pickles sitting in here? That is, right? Why? Why does he have Sea Pickles hanging out in his room there? What is the... Okay, Sea Pickles. Now we just got to get set down from this. So we'll try and land on the hay bales. Get a nice reduced full damage if we can. Then we'll do the same here. Oh, those hay bales are too far away. And if we can't find redstone on the surface in this biome, and we can't find a villager, we're gonna try one more time with the mineshaft chat. I know mineshaft chests can contain redstone. They love to contain redstone. Let's hold them to that, you know? Okay. I've got an iron axe. I should be using that instead of my sword anyway. Go, 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 go. Okay. Iron axe. Okay, so we're going to run through this one last time. Sea pickle plus milk equals Paziki. I feel like Plains villagers have more clerics. Yeah, you're definitely right on that one. Oh, you definitely feel right. More golden apples. Okay, so I think redstone stopped existing somewhere before I started streaming. And it's a shame I wasn't made aware. But, yeah, the game is not treating me to money today. And so what do I do about that? Not very much. Okay, in we go. Out we go. Hey, come on, a single sign of one of these would be great. Just a little hint of evidence. Another little shimmer of a chest for me to head towards. I could get a bunch of... Oh, there we go. Chat, this one has redstone in it. This one has redstone in it. It does not. I lied to you and to myself. Yeah, so I keep not fulfilling your... Whenever you guys have anything that has to do with this map, I can't fulfill it. I can't get redstone. I want to get redstone, but it is just impossible. So we'll break it so I don't get lost with it. Or like think it's something again. And then we'll go down a layer in case there's something down here. No, there's not. It's funny because when it's dark, you can actually see mineshaft chests a little bit better. Oh, like this one. Damn it. No, still nothing. Okay, that's all the sign I need. So this is the tiny bit of the mineshaft that pokes out into the mesa. But it really is mostly a desert shaft. Oh no, actually, it is on the borderline here. Such a cool mineshaft. I love finding these little features. If you want to find this in your own world, use seed cupcake. Can't believe Mojang removed redstone from the game. Bold move. You know, it's a bold move, but I think it might pay off. Not having redstone does make some recipes harder. That's for sure. But the upsides are endless, if you really think about it. So the best way I could get redstone is to get home. Because there was a village at spawn that I think was a... Or we could find another village. Is this a villager? Or how else do we make a cleric? Hey, get strings from the cobwebs for a bundle. Oh yeah. Good idea. Let's do some inventory management. Oh, I can't without an axe, right? I mean, without a sword. Oh, poor timing. Okay. Guess we could kill a cat. Oh, wait, are you? No, you're not. Are you? You're also not. There are no clerics in this village, and therefore, no good for me. But I guess we can kill this guy. What should we do next, chat? Okay, 1, 2, 3. And I'll just sit up here with the villager coming after me. And I'm gonna quickly check on the thumbnail for the video. Internet. Do 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 do. Oh, okay, that's a different thumbnail for something else. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting antsy, chat. I'm like, oh no, I was meant to have done something hours ago, and I have not, and now I need to. Try mixing red and stone to get redstone. Oh, now that's an idea I can get behind. Okay, chat, that's what we're gonna try and do. If redstone doesn't exist, we might have to create it from scratch. And there's an easy way to create redstone from scratch. We take red dye, we take stone, and we mix them together. I'm just saying, if Mojang are going through all this effort to add crafting recipes, the least they could do is work on this one, right? Like, how are we going to argue that this isn't a redstone ore right here? How is that an argument? It's literally trial chamber, says Bird for Life. The trial chamber is a place to find it. I don't know what else to do. Like, if the game doesn't logic, then how are we gonna do it? Okay, chat, we're starting from scratch then. All of that progress towards getting a trial chamber map, it means nothing. And so instead, what should we do as our final act today? We've got all of this built up. I think we'll go to the Nether. Let's make it a fun little game maybe. What should we? I guess actually no, you can't because it's all based on chance. Yeah, what should we do, chat? I guess we could. Should we chunk base a trial chamber or go to the Nether blind? I guess those are the two options we should do. Dig down to -60. You know, it might technically work. Also, if I place dirt here, oh, yeah, look at that. Yeah, look how crazy that is. Whoa, wait. Whoa, sand falling like crazy. Trying to be dramatic here. Not doing a very good job. Start a raid for witches or go to the Nether. It's a raid that started this whole problem. Yeah, I think it's the Nether or it's chunk base for a trial chamber. Chat, I will warn you every time we've used the trial, but yeah, that's the vote. Vote's going in now. Make your decisions while you can. A limited amount of time. You call in while voting is still available. Agree with Dazed. Dig down to -60. The fortress will be 1,000 blocks away when you get there. Triggerland Mac, I'm gonna stay positive vibes and believe that it won't be that way, even though it very likely will be. Okay, so is there actually lava near here? Because if there's not, I guess I can't go to the Nether. Oh yeah, no, there's not lava near here. So we're actually what, like 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks short. And so without an easy source of lava that I can see, you know, chat, I think this is a sign. This is a sign from the world telling me that it's over for me. It's such a cool world, though. I kind of want to explore a bit more. Chunk chamber for the trial base. Manifesting a positive outcome. Yeah, at this point, so usually in a Minecraft world, this is the point where you just go, okay, I'll pick something different until this comes up again. But I am singularly focused on delivering your democratic dreams. I guess we can go to this village here while we wait for that. Where's the poll? Look, sometimes the poll workers have a bad day of traffic. Sometimes it takes them a while to get to work. You know, maybe they live in a city where there's no parking within 10 minutes of their destination. I feel like it would be like the video that no one likes, but I think it would be very funny to be like trying to drive around London for 1 week. Like literally every destination I want to go, drive there just to see how it goes. I think it would be terrible. I think we've lost the poll maker. I think that is what has happened, but it's okay. They're once the traffic ends, they will arrive at work. They've been intimidated. I think this village might have a cleric though. Chat, you know what? Maybe the poll isn't necessary anymore, because maybe we've already got one of these. Well, someone should outline what the poll's supposed to be, just in case the poll maker missed it. It's okay. We're gonna see. I think there is a cleric in here. The lack of poll has actually been good. That's a cleric, right? Yes. Yes, we did it, chat. We did it. No more cleric required. No more poll required. Okay. Driving in London does not sound fun for a newish driver. I know, but that's why it would be great, right? Like, I think people enjoy suffering. And there are very few types of suffering that you actively want to put yourself through. And so when you do have an idea for good suffering, like my video of me, I think there's something about that is enjoyable. They drive on the wrong side of the road in London. I mean, I'm just saying, we drive on the right side of the car. Yeah, how about that? You don't drive on the right side of the car. You drive on the wrong side. The poll maker might have been messaging inappropriate things to Dasher. You know what, Dasher? Have you been getting sex from our poll workers again? I don't need to tell you this again, but this does in fact breach the democratic process. You know, that might be what you're used to in Russia, but that's not how democracy works in the rest of the world. That's considered intimidation and/or bribery, whichever one is better. You know, let's have some fun. Okay, so chat. I'm gonna get this map, and then I'm gonna go to the trial chamber. You can pick a restriction on me that I'll have to follow while I'm in the trial chamber. So you could pick something like, I don't know, use melee weapons only, but you could be way more fun with it. No armor. You can pick a restriction, and we'll put the two most interesting restrictions up against each other, and we'll see how long we can survive in the trial chamber that way. So yeah, I can't help it. People like me so much. You know, that I feel like it's a decent defense mechanism if you think that, like, the worst, like, you know, if the worst things that have happened to you have made you more likable, it's like, oh, that's a sales pitch right there. It's a trauma sales pitch if I've ever heard one. Okay, this is my cartographer. I think I'm gonna have to smell. Okay, I've got plenty of iron. I just have to craft it. Chat, it took me so long, but here we go. This is my Trial Explorer map, which I can now equip. Thank God, by the way, you didn't pick the Woodland Mansion. I'd have been boned. Which we can now use to direct us to the positive X, positive Z, which is specifically this way, actually. Let's go! Only allow yourself to use 2 hotbar slots, says Mike Bailey. Oh, I like your thinking. I am democracy now. Also, poll workers or poll workers? You know, Poland and Russia, both Slavs. You know, I guess really telling Russians not to harass the Poles. Very, very, very important lesson. You know, it's something we should all do at least once every now and then if we want to prevent another European tragedy. Okay, only wooden tools. No breaking or placing any blocks, pots included. Oh, that's such a powerful one. Only use things you find in the trial chamber. Okay, so the 2 I'm leaning towards so far, the 3 I'm leaning towards. No, I'll go. Okay, only 20 blocks allowed. Okay, chat. The 3 rules that we're gonna vote between for our trial chamber, because we're getting there soon. This is the big hazam to see if we can survive the stream. But chat, you get to decide now which of these 3 rules is we're gonna follow. 2 hotbar slots. That's Mike Bailey's suggestion. Only allowed to use the blocks from the trial chamber. Or wooden tools only. Also, no health items. Does that mean no food as well? Because I mean that's if food's allowed, it's easy. If food's not allowed, it's impossible. I step out of a line even a little bit. He brings up politics. Oh, Dash, you think it's political to be told not to invade Poland? It's like, whoa, don't, let's not bring up politics here. We're just trying to have a good time. Also, Mr. Toy Cat, I might have sent something regarding a thumbnail. Thank you. Yeah, I like the vibe. I think the crossed out 1.22 isn't very clear. I think like even remove the text that says drops and just highlight the creaking, highlight the happy ghast as like with green and like maybe make it more clear, like put it in the top right. Okay, you're listening, Mr. Naito. Replace the happy, remove all of the text in the front, move the ghast and the bundle around, highlight the ghast in green, and then highlight the bat in red. Yeah. That's my idea. Also, are we almost there? We're almost there. So yeah, we'll have that poll with you in no time, internet. Thankfully, we're not that close to the structure yet, but soon there will be a poll for you. Also, lots of iron. Oh, did you see that? The iron nuggets temporarily got a health bar. Did you see that, chat? Did I hallucinate? I probably hallucinated. Also, whenever you open a chest, look at the wait. Did you see? I swear to God, did you see that? The shield did something weird. Anyway, basically redo it. Is that how you're taking my thumbnail constructive criticism? MS Paint thumbnail is clearly the way to go. Yeah, I think for streams and I think for like stuff where a large % of people are there for the personality, it works. I think the struggle is you can't maintain an entire channel on personality, at least not forever. Cats are overrated, to be honest, says IBX Toy Dog. Mods, can someone ban IBX Toy Dog for his incorrect opinion? Okay, so we're getting close there now. Okay, no killing mobs, only wooden tools. Okay, we have one option missing. So you can what I'll do, chat, is I'll set it up for you. I got you. Also, no killing mobs. How do you defeat a trial chain with no killing mobs? What options are these? I don't remember either of these. Okay, yeah, it's the options are the options, chat. Enjoy the poll. The maker has shifted enough to go straight down. Wait, the maker has shifted enough? Okay, so I think the best way in there probably is via this cave. I always regret doing this, but I'm just going to do it anyway. We'll line up right where this is, and then we'll just start going. Do I have any torches? I don't, but I can make them very easily. Don't need this redstone anymore. So, there we go. Let's do it. Down we must mine. Let's go deep in those mines, chat. Why even go? IBX Toy Dog is sent to the Shadow Realm for 10 seconds. Oh no, IBX Toy Dog, I'm sorry. You know what? IBX Toy Dog, you deserve it. Unlike Drink Milk. Drink Milk, on the other hand, Very premium username. Very premium idea, too. We should all be drinking more milk. Maybe the poll requester didn't specify to the poll maker what they wanted, so the poll maker thought they were picking from chat. That's you know, poll workers showing up at, you know, 6 a.m. on election day being like, you know what? Honestly, why are we letting them vote for these guys? One of the choices should be Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm pretty sure that's how we ended up with him as governor of California that one time. You know, you watched a movie last night and you're like, this guy seems like he knows a thing or two about killing aliens. Cancel the vote. Chat, we got a very hard one ahead of us, but I can do it. Poll workers busy. Yeah, you know, sometimes the poll workers got things to do. They got people to text. You know, what are you gonna do? You're gonna tell them that your democracy is more important than their texting? No, I don't think so. Minecraft movie is online, by the way. Yeah, I think they now that they made it available for home rental, it's like, yeah, you can choose if you want to pay for it, and a lot of people think that is good. Oh god, chat, this is great. So I'm gonna just jump in here. Oh, there's a witch. No, there's not. So there's no trial chamber yet, but there will be one soon. Let me just check this map and confirm. We should probably go a little bit more correctly oriented. So like, kind of like right here. Make sure there's a block there. Yeah, we go. And down we go. So, I don't believe the poll worker was texting. Maybe just tired working a late shift. Yeah, you know, that sounds like craziness. I have no idea how to believe it's that. Okay, so I hope poll workers are unionized. You know, if you think about it. Oh no. If you think about it, really, aren't we all unionized? I mean, I literally live in the United Kingdom. Can you find a stronger union than that? Okay, so drop that on the ground. I mean, we could have put that in somewhere, but it's fine. Now we're going to have to make ourselves a bunch of things. A crafting table, because I'm eventually going to have to make all these tools, right? But actually, I've got a little bit of stone pickaxe left in me. Let's see if that won't make me into the trial chamber. You know, should I just start digging straight down, chat? Chat, you know, let's do it. Dig straight down. Dig straight down. Like, literally, when was the last time something bad happened to someone who dug straight down? It's one of those, like, yeah, you heard about your nan's mate's cousin who had it happen to them, but no one real ever has it. Like, this is how it works for the normal people. We're in, chat. We're in. Okay, so now that we're inside of a room, we've got to quickly remove our existing tools. So these all go on the ground now, because chat has decided, as their last challenge to me, I should try and defeat a trial chamber using wooden tools. So I'm gonna drop a lot more than this later, but that means we need to craft some sticks, and we're gonna have a wooden pickaxe and a wooden sword. And maybe, you know, it's kind of fun for people who like the super flat. A little bit of a, you know, a throwback for you. A wooden axe too would be good, and then a second wooden sword, because I know that first one is going to break. Okay, we're ready. Can we defeat the trial chamber with wooden tools? It's good to see you, by the way, Xavier. How is your life going? I hope your life is going well. Okay, so we've got a trial chamber started. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. So thankfully, the shield is a wooden tool, because it is made from mostly wood. Recycled or otherwise. And, oh yeah, I'm glad I got the extra pumpkin pies. I'd be dying right now if not. I mean, I'm arguably dying right now, either way, actually. But oof, just take a few seconds, let these guys finish hurting each other, and then in we go. Yeah, honestly, wooden tools don't make that huge of a difference. That's my take. That's my crazy wild take here. What? Oh, what difference did that make to anything, chat? I think I had to hit the skeletons like 2 more times. Yeah, I feel like a wooden sword of a critical is just an iron sword anyway. So as long as you're jumping a bunch, it's basically the same. Okay, there we go. No, you don't. Oh, I hate this gap here. It is the worst thing for the trial chambers. Okay, let's go. You going down too. Yeah, and now we can get breeze rods, which means we can officially get wind charges. Love these things. And a second key. Yeah, it's going great. I can activate my ominous, or my non-ominous vaults. So I never need this map again, which means I'll put it in the junk chest. By the way, chat, you've got another poll available if you feel like voting. If you feel like there needs to be more democracy, don't worry, I hear you and I feel you. And so we've got that sorted. And here's a button. Here's a button. Let's press them both, see what we get. Oh, I got a music disc. This is the rarer one too, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, emerald. Wow. Plus an iron chest plate. Arguably not a wooden tool. Can't use it therefore. I mean, that's not my real argument. So I want to get myself a diamond so I can play Precipice, chat. I love Precipice. And it's only a matter of time till I find it. Oh, okay, wait, no, let's go, let's go. So I'm going to try and deliberately do this fast enough that this doesn't go poorly for me. Ooh. Easier said than done sometimes. I'll just fire them. There we go. Works great. And then we'll sit over here where I'm getting slowly obliterated. Okay, this shield is going to die. I really can't rely on it this deeply. Okay, I'm gonna sneak in here. Go, 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 go. And that when they're in a row, that's when the real damage gets done to them. Okay, now, oh, they're still free. Yeah, perfect. You, haha. Okay, so honestly, wooden tools are not a huge downside to fighting the trial chambers. That is the surprising truth of the matter. I can't take that stone axe. It is too good for me. Yeah, I really wanna find a diamond. Get some precipice. Don't be cave spiders. Oh gosh. Okay, these are the worst thing to have a wooden sword for. No matter what else I say is bad, this is worse. Although easy. Ah, not that bad actually. You take the bite out of their bark, the bark out of their bite, and yeah, it's pretty chill. Ooh. So I just want to find a diamond, chat. I'm very happy, just living my life till I see those diamonds. I know they can be around here. Oh, there's another spawner up here. What is that doing here? Why did someone decide on that? So let's mine through here, because on the other side there is a room. But what room is it? Is it the one I just came from? I think it's not actually. Oh, it is. Oh, okay. That's nice. I'm glad to be back here. So we'll go all the way this way, and I guess we'll make a brick block because I have the ingredients for it. Put it down there. Do you think this one will be diamond block? Diamond accessible, chat? I don't know that it will be. So I'm going to make another crafting table. Make another 2 wooden swords. Because I need those. And let's do this. Notice I sent the revisions already. Waiting for you to not die. Oh, thank you. Yeah, chat, does anyone know how to like word this? I feel like all I say is like doesn't pop. If like for a thumbnail, one of the hardest things is it has to be immediately recognizable. The most some people argue it's frustrating, but like it's just a part of the game that like, oh yeah, if people don't understand what your thumbnail is without thinking about it, they're not going to think about it. Okay. When my shield breaks, I am going to die, so I need to make sure that I do not die. Which means I need to make sure that the shield does not need to be used. Okay, there we go. Well, last guy. So, chat, is the bow a wooden tool? That's quite a debatable one, isn't it? I'm going to argue that the bow is made from wood. Therefore, the bow is a wooden tool. Therefore, I can shoot the guys down there without ruining anything. So let's eat this. And where'd they go? Okay, there's a guy. Oh, that's a different guy. So where's the last skeleton? There's gotta be, there he is. Just give him a good shoot. And if that's the last one, It is not the last one. There's another skeleton just hanging out, waiting to say hello. Poll worker has secondary job, talking to Naito about this thumbnail, don't worry. Oh, awesome. Okay. Man, that poll worker's working overtime. I hope they're getting a bonus. Or at the very least, you know, 1.5 times pay. But if they're not, don't talk to them about unionization. Give them the speech about how we're all in the great union if the... I'm just joshing. Poll worker's side hustle. You know, really the poll worker is showing why it is that, you know, polls are known for working hard. Oh, come on. You can't do this to me. You actually can. There we go. Okay. What do we got? Hey, wow, trial key again. The game wants me to open vaults. It's very nice of it to want me to do. So, yeah, wait, let's go find some vaults. Let's, I still just want a diamond. My life will be happy when, hey, I got a diamond block. Chat, I have so many diamonds I cannot use for anything. And I am happy with that. I'll just jump through it. Oh, yeah, don't mind them. So I'm going to quickly use this just because I have it. And it's literally there, right? It's just asking. What do we get? Golden carrots? Nice. Love some golden carrots. Golden apples? Nice. And ominous... Okay. Before we leave this place, or rather, as we leave this place, because there's only 2 ways out of a trial chamber. There's the way you come in, or death. And let's be honest, the way things are looking right now, death is my reasonable way out. And so how do we... Oh, God. No. Don't respect your authority. So what are we going to do? The logical thing. We're going to put on our favorite song. Oh, I don't have the wood for it, because I spent the wood on the crafting table. I think you can find wood in quite a few of these barrels. So this probably has... No, it does. Oh, a diamond pickaxe. Chat, I cannot use that diamond pickaxe. It is very disappointing. But I can use this wood pickaxe. Yeah, I'll just break this. It's easier. I can use this wood pickaxe to get in this room where there is already a crafting table with a little dead bush on it. And then, do you know what else there is up here? Yeah, nothing. Okay. This one will have honeycomb in it. Come on, I'm not looking for honeycomb. I'm looking for the music box. So I think there's a tree in this. No, it's a cactus. I'm having bad luck. I'm having very bad luck on looking for this, chat. I can't not listen to Precipice before the stream's over. That's not an option. It's not one I'm willing to consider, at least. Go find the tree room to chop wood. You know, it was a great idea. It's a shame how it went. I could drink the pillager milk. I don't know what the pillager milk's doing here. Do the pillagers store their milk inside of these places? It's why I'm starting to, you know, concede might be possible. Break these. I don't need them. I think you can find barrels on the top floors too, so we'll give it a peek. Do you see a barrel? That's a barrel, like, right there. Weirdly. And yeah, 6 more. Okay. That is the perfect number, chat. As long as I don't lose one of these, we can do it. That's a jukebox right there. Place it down. Get it in. Yeah! We turned on the happy ghast drop and literally made 0 progress towards anything from Job 2 2025. So, to argue that we are in fact playing the update correctly, we need... Oh, they haven't updated that recipe yet. Okay. Let's just enjoy the music. Okay, now let's go out on our own terms. Let's go find the spiciest spawners, and let's fight them with ominous effects on me, shall I? Let's do it. Okay, I'm gonna eat the golden apple just to keep myself alive, and then, yeah, let's go. How's it going, buddies? I need your ominous keys, and I'm willing to fight you for them. Oh yeah, it's not working, right? There we go. Honestly, yeah, if you think this place is too hard, it's entirely possible that all you really need in your life is a wooden sword and a little gumption.
I would not drink pillager milk. I'd be questioning its efficacy for sure.
No, pillager milk's really good for you. It allows for really good things to happen as long as you believe in yourself as you do it. now we need to get up to the second floor, because I think up here. Okay, so there it is. I can't quite do it, though. I have to, like, crouch. There we go. Okay, so cave spiders, but on super difficulty. How's this gonna go? Okay. Well, I got 1 down. Okay, 2 down, 3 down. Oh, yeah, this is working, chat. This is actively going well, I might even say. Oh, there's so many webs everywhere. But other than that... Honestly, yeah, I'm having a great time in this trial chamber. It's working very well. I think they're just spawning double as many, and that's their negative effect. I don't like that there are cobwebs everywhere. Would be happier were they not here. But otherwise, just chill. I'm just fine. This might be the last one. And then assuming none have fallen down, which I didn't see any fall down. Hey, more cooked steak. Okay, so is there a spawner up there somewhere, or were there really just that many? Huh. So drop this on the way down. Now let's go. Do I have freeze rods? I do not. Oh, actually, I need to have a helmet. There we go. So let's go fight some skeletons on super difficulty now. It is not the easiest thing to do, but it is the thingiest, the thingest thing to do. There we go. Okay, up we go. Boom. Fully drawn, chat. Fully drawn. I'm ready for this. Where's the skeleton? There's the skeleton. Oh, okay. Glad that bugged at just the right time. You see what just happened there? I don't understand it. I don't need to understand it. Oh! Okay, so just a lot of hits very quickly will do the job, I think. Oh, no. There's another one. Oh, no. 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 Okay. Eat the golden apple. That's what has to be done. And then shoot the guy. Is he coming back up? There he is. Oh, no. Go, 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 go. So honestly, bring a few golden apples, and your wooden tools aren't even going to hold you back. Okay. There's a few too many of these fellas now. Oh, there goes my shield. No, chat. Oh, no, chat. Okay, I'm doing my best. Go, go. I love this situation, chat. I love, like, being alive when you shouldn't be alive and just holding on and somehow managing to pull it off. Getting an ominous vault key, too. Really is nothing to be sneezed at. Yeah, let's go turn this in. Let's go see what this gets me. Might be something good for all we know. Okay, so in it goes. Oh. Okay. 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 That's cool. I'll take it. Piercing and quick charge. That might keep me alive a bit longer. Sounds like Christmas music. Yeah, it starts sounding like Christmas music, and then it starts sounding like Sonic music. That is my take on this track. Okay, so we just have crossbows alone to deal with this. I can do great with it. All the discs of fire. Yeah, you know, that's a good take. That's the correct take, I think. I might go as far as to say. So there's a lot of, okay, so it takes 4 crossbow bolts to actually finish these guys. Oh, 3 depending on the armor. Okay, that's great. I'll eat some steak, and I'll just axe you, I guess. Okay, axe. What is these? What are these things doing? Are they the wind blast ones? Yes, they are. Okay, so there's now 2 skeletons, so I'm gonna start. Oh, I can't see anything, chat. But I got him. The piercing is coming in amazingly. Look at this. I love trial chambers. They are. I'll stand by it. They're my favorite idea for what a Minecraft update needs, and the community hates them, which is a sign that me and the community are just not aligned on how to make a good update. I definitely picked up a key, so let's go. Turn it in. No, I need to... Okay, there we go. Just put this here. Put those there. Okay, come on. Did I find... Oh, wow. Get this. Okay, so I got more pillager milk. But much more crucially, I got the second disc. I'm on a trial chamber disc speedrun. and it's going well. Chat, one final poll. What song do you prefer? Precipice or Creator? It's the most important poll of the entire stream. Consider carefully before you vote. It's a very, very essential one. So, yeah, this one's kind of Halloween-y. I see it, you know? All Minecraft music is just theme music with extra steps there. Okay, here we go, chat. Tavern sounding tune. Totally see it. 100% see it. Very good music, and a very good way to end an absolutely delightful live stream. Chat, I've got to say, this is something people always do in video games. As soon as a new one's about to come out, everyone gets nostalgic about the old one. 1.21 was fire, and if this music hasn't convinced you, I don't know what will. But if you want to learn about 1.22 or 1.21.90, as it actually is, my new video is out right now. And if it's not, then refresh till it is, because it's out somewhere between 6 hours ago and 6 minutes from now. Thank you for watching today's video. I hope you did all enjoy it. I hope you value me dressing in my suit and or translucent hoodie to see you today. And yeah, I've got a more busy weekend task coming up, but some of them are fun. I'm gonna put my new vehicle to use, chat. I'm gonna drive it places. It's gonna be crazy. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.